Okay, so it's still April 13th, which is the 10th day of my repotting season. Got a bunch of my reused soil out here drying out so that I can sift it and, prepare it, reuse it for whatever. Pretty much all of my other trees that need repotting soon aren't quite ready yet. I'm still a bit early on the repotting season. The birch I did today was the first one that was really, had its buds starting to burst open a little bit as I repotted it. Some of these other ones are starting to look good. Yeah, so the gray alder is starting to bud out there. This one's still the first mountain ash, looking better. I put the birch back there. Buds are starting to green up on these maples. Poplar's still pretty much looking the same. Most things are, still looking the same, but at least a little bit of bud development. These maples are almost ready to repot. These buds are a little bit bigger than they were the other day when I showed them, especially these ones. I'll probably end up doing this one first. It's gonna be a really cool tree one day, and it's got lots of roots on that surface that need taken care of. So yeah, it's still a little bit early for everything, but I want to get one more video done today. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my other two Rose of Sharon trees, because if I lose them, that's fine. I let this one dry out a little bit more to see if, the roots would be as spongy as the last one, and then this one is, anyways, we'll see. So I'll grab both of those and get them done up fairly quickly. It's gonna start raining again soon, probably in about 30 minutes or so. And of course, just as I finished filming the first part of this video, it started raining a little earlier than it was supposed to. That's okay, I got a little break in the clouds now, and I rearranged my little area. I've got the umbrella right over me actually. So I changed the camera angle, and I think I like it this way, especially this time of day. It's got some nice, backlit lighting. Kind of. The sun's just over that way in some cloud right now. So these are the two Rose of Sharons. I'll do Rose of Sharon number 2 and Rose of Sharon number 3. Let's do this one first. I kept this one a bit drier, and actually I noticed today that there was something going on down here. I kind of scraped at it. It looks like a little area that was healing, but I don't remember, cutting any branches or anything off of that. Whoa, lots of roots in there, wow. Interesting. I think, because it was in a clay pot, it dried out fairly, consistently throughout it. So there's roots in the top and bottom. And it also dried out very frequently, so grew a lot of roots as they went searching for water every day pretty much. What is in the bottom of that? Some giant lava rock chunks that were all stuck together. It felt like one big one or something. So that soil came out of here real easy because it was really dry. I wonder if the roots are going to be as soft and mushy as they were last time. I did a Rose of Sharon repot, which was the first time I'd ever cut the roots of a Rose of Sharon, so okay, give that a little wash, even though that's pretty clean. So, first thing I'll do, I think, there's 4 good roots up here that I can get to kind of grow off radially, like that or something. So that's a good root plane. I'm just gonna chop this whole thing off to there. Feels pretty soft under there. So I'm gonna just cut right here. Maybe I can keep a couple extra roots in for now. Oh, that felt a little harder, not quite as soft, but it is. You can see, still a really soft bark. Cambium underneath, there's like no green. I guess the cambium would all be up here. Anyways, yeah. Give these a cut so they all fit into the pot. I'm just gonna put it right back into the same pot. And see what happens. That's everything that came off this one. Oh boy. But it's kind of a nice start to a little radial root system. I like it actually. Okay, get that pot ready to go. Believe it or not, that's a bird that does that screaming. It's up there, chirping away. Sometimes I swear it sounds like a human child screaming. Very disturbing sometimes. Not exactly sure what kind of bird it is. Anyways, I'll just put one piece of lava rock in here this time, not like 10 or something. So let's mount it up. I'll just carefully place those in. Get them all pointing in the direction I want. Like that. We'll just do a little chopsticking to kind of firm up the soil around the roots. There's not really any big air pockets to fill in, but I find they pot up nicer if you just kind of, at least, you know, do a little bit of this and firm up that soil right directly underneath the tree. Just give it a tiny little bit more stability. You can see how kind of wobbly this is. I didn't leave much roots in it, on it. We'll just put a little bit more soil than it, you know, would normally need, just until those roots are settled, and then I can take some of that off. Yeah, I think that'll work. little bit of water. Just to keep it hydrated for now while I do the other one. Just give it a proper little spin first. So this is Rose of Sharon number 2. I don't really know anyone, I think, who's made a bonsai out of these Rose of Sharon trees, but I'm gonna give it a try anyways. So here's number 2, the 4 shot. It's got a tiny little shoot up here that's starting, come on, you can focus. That's starting to extend a little bit right there, and then another bud on the other side. Oh, weird. Yeah, so that's different. What happened there? Oh yeah, I remember what happened. Okay, that was surprising. This was the tree that was in the other orange clay pot I had that broke over the winter. It had a whole ton of root growth in it. But yeah, so it broke, so I just kind of slip potted it into this other pot with some, reused soil. I forgot that I had done that. A couple big roots wrapping around the bottom. Going right through my drainage screen there. I'm gonna have to cut that out probably. Actually, these roots just kind of rip really easily because they're so, I don't know, gross. But I might as well cut through that part. A little clean, even though I'm just gonna use the scissors. Chop that big piece of taproot that was going right through the screen. Nice. I'm not going to use that again anyways, so I don't need it. Interesting how the soil just came away there. Kind of peeled out from the top. Oh, that trunk, or it was the taproot, but it gets really thick down here. Oops. So maybe I can plant it down to here or something. These Rose of Sharon roots clean off real nice, at least. They look, almost bleached white or something. Okay, so just get rid of these top little roots that I don't need. That one's not very little, but these roots are so weird. They just almost like want to peel off. There's some weird stuff going on there. Not quite sure. Anyways, this one's way too big. Take that off. I think I'll use the good pruners to make a nice cut at least. Right here, I don't need those bottom roots. This one felt a lot softer as it cut through. Actually, these roots are coming out together, intertwined. I don't really need both of them, but actually We can train them radially, so keep both of them for now anyways. Except for where they branch off in weird directions. Okay, enough chopping. Prepare this pot. I'm gonna teach myself how to do this with the opposite hand because I like having my soil container to the left of me, but I'm right-handed, so I usually reach across and grab it with my right hand, but this time I'm just going to do that. Try and practice my ambidexterity, I guess you might call it. I can plant that a little bit higher up actually. So I'll just keep raising it up a little bit. I think that's probably pretty good. Alright, I'll give it a little bit of water. That trunk will better reveal itself down at the bottom. Nice kind of thickening trunk base down there. Pretty cool, I think. So that'll be something like the front. This one will grow out that way. And we'll see what happens next year. So there's Rose of Sharon number 3. And this was number 2 over here on the right. Yeah, kind of strange, interesting little plants. They develop a pretty good bark and they've got flowers. I don't know if they'll flower in a pot, but one day I'll find out. Alright, as always, thanks for watching, and catch you next time. Cheers.